Hello there guys, girls, this is ThePrussianPrince with another Total War Attila tournament match. It's going to be Cup of Nations 2015, group stage, group 8 match between myself playing as the Allens and Arcticshieldbreakr of Grail Knights playing as the Franks. So over here, I'm going to show you my build. Again, it's on planes. But you should be pretty accustomed to my builds anyway by now, but I'm gonna go over it once again. Whoops, my mouse is doing very odd things. So again, I have 3 Germanic Horse, gold 3 on my right flank. Pretty usual stuff for me. 3 of those on my left as well, so nothing out of the ordinary in that regard. Then I do have 3 Noble Germanic Swordsmen, silver 2 on my left. One of them is actually silver 3, my bad. In the center I have 3 Germanic Pikes supported by 4 Germanic Archers and my Germanic Noble Brace General with bronze 1. On my right, again, I have the 3 Noble Germanic Swords, 2 silver 1 and 1 gold 1. So that's basically my build. As for Arcticshieldbreakr, well, we see that he has mix of units actually. So he has 2 Germanic Horsemen, gold 3 on his right, 1 Noble Germanic Horseman on his left, gold 3, with a Germanic Horseman, silver 2. Then he does have 2 Shock Cav in the center. It's 2 Frankish Lancers, bronze 1. In terms of his pike contingent, he has 4 Germanic Pikes, cheap, decent pikes, of course. Some Germanic Archers on the field as well. 4 of those actually, that's a good amount of them. Then we see a Germanic Crossbowman all the way in the back, supporting his Germanic Noble Fast Charge General. Now in terms of swords, he has the Royal Institutiones on his right. In terms of other swords, well, he has another one over here, and I believe just... how many Noble Germanic Swordsmen? Well, this one over here, and I suppose that is it. So it does have a skirmish advantage over me. I don't particularly like that. He also has this unit of Frankish skirmishes, which, by the way, these guys will destroy cavalry, so you have to be careful about those. Yeah, let's hit fast forward and see how things progress here. I do wonder. Yeah, you can see that we're both jostling for position right now. I do get a couple of shots off into those Germanic Archers over here, but nothing too big, of course. Now in this game, I do have issues controlling my units because of the way the flags are. In fact, they're not actually flags, they're just these unit icons, which not particularly sure about. It definitely makes it harder for me to target specific units. Especially when there's a blob, it's more difficult for me to select units and pull them out of the engagement. So I'm not quite sure about the new unit icons. It's good that CA is willing to experiment, but not 100% on them. I mean, it should be easier somehow to control your units, but it's not for me. Anyway, I'm targeting those Germanic Archers still, doing significant damage to them. He's actually using Flaming Shot, which I guess is not bad against Archers, because these Archers have extremely poor armor, so might as well just increase the base damage, right? But overall, I'm still winning even with standard shot. Well, I'm doing alright, I guess, but in fact, I am losing the skirmish engagement. I guess Flaming Shot is actually better. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do something at some point, but as you can see, he's focusing me heavily and doing a lot of damage to my archers. Here, I've lost a lot of that unit, and I barely killed any here, so I guess the flaming shots do mean a lot. And again, he is winning the skirmish engagement quite decisively. He's gonna activate precision shot, but now he's pulling away, which means I'm gonna be shooting the rear of his unit. So it's not gonna be too great for him. At the moment, he is actually getting some really nice shots off into my Germanic Pikes as well. These guys are almost off the field already, wow. I'm trying to get into his archers, because I know that if I can do that, they're basically going to be off the field, and it's going to be no problem. These guys are down to 66 men. I will pull back though, because this Germanic Crossbowman is probably going to target my cav and will want to kill it. which is something I cannot allow because the Germanic crossbowman can do a lot. So here I actually got a very nice charge into the Germanic pikes, lost nothing, killed 17. That's a decent rate for me, of course, obviously, since I just lost nothing entirely, but yeah. I guess it's not entirely true because I did lose some of a little bit of HP on the Germanic horseman, but I think it's worth it. So I try and do it again, but as you can see, I get stuck in my own sword unit. I do pull away though, and I'm now targeting his Germanic horse. Over here you can see I'm actually getting the better end of the engagement. He is, however, targeting my cav, which does prompt me to go forward, especially because they seem to be out of formation. Now he's targeting this other cav unit, so he's being very smart about his targeting with the archers, but I mean, they're a bit out of position, so they can't do too much. And he's wasted a lot of ammo on my archers as well. Now, though, I'm gonna have 4 units targeting it, so here I do get in, but his pikes get a decent amount of kills on my Germanic horsemen, so I do have to wonder if this is worth it. Especially not right now, because he's getting a rear charge with his Germanic horsemen into my own, so this is not a good trade for me. But if he overextends, considering that I have noble Germanics close by, it could be worth for me. So now he pulls away, I attack him in his back, so he should be losing a lot of men. Indeed, he is. So at this point, it's becoming much more worth it for me. As you can see, 53 men, now this unit is down 47. So already I have turned around the engagement because he pulled out. So that engagement has now become a very cost-effective one for me. Now I'm going to go in with these Germanic horsemen here. I'm going to take some damage from the Germanic archers, but he seems to have skirmish mode on, which is a mistake by him, because he's never going to run away, so he should have just fired another volley or something. So I get a nice charge here. He charges through his own Germanic noble, so he doesn't get a great charge. Now this means I can move up with my noble Germanic swords. Over here, I'm not doing the best I can with my swords. I'm only flanking with 1. I could be flanking with 2. Because I mean, I have all these spikes here in the center facing 3 of his. And an extra sword unit, which I shouldn't. So here, I'm gonna get a charge into his Germanics. I'm gonna win that engagement. His crossbowman, though, targeting the cav over here, going to do a lot of damage to my cav, but a lot to his own as well. I do get a very good charge into his Royal Instrucciones, and I really needed this because his Royal Instrucciones could destroy my noble Germanic swords. Here, this Germanic horseman that I've got over here is holding on very well. Gonna kill this Germanic horseman here too. I'm targeting his noble Germanics here. They're gonna take some HP damage, but now I should actually be targeting the crossbows, because if I target the crossbows, that's one thing I need to be worried about. And I'm gonna be able to send this Germanic horseman through. Probably gonna aim the crossbows, because yeah, that's what I want to kill. So my Germanic horseman over here in melee. They're dying very quickly though. It seems they're dying quickly in melee against these Frankish skirmishes, which is interesting. I do get an excellent charge off into his Germanic archers here, and I'm gonna pull through and get to these crossbowmen. My Germanic horseman lost in melee against the Frankish skirmishes, very interesting. I'm gonna do a friendly fire over here, which is bad, but here I'm gonna get a really nice rear charge into his Germanic pikes. It's not a real charge actually, because the charge got bugged, but here I am pulling out, which is again a mistake. You shouldn't really pull out too much because it's gonna cost you your unit most of the time. Sometimes it's worth it though, but in that scenario it wasn't. If you have infantry engaged in the fight, it might be worth it. And here I'm gonna get a charge into his general. It's going to do massive damage. Just look at his general dropping to my Germanic horseman. I'm gonna get his Germanic horseman, and you see here I'm pulling out because I have swords engaged in the mix, which means if he has an attack order on my cav unit, his unit is gonna pull through and lose a lot of men. As you can see, it's actually doing it over here because he has the attack order. So that's something you can use to abuse your opponent. When he's attacking your cavalry and you have infantry engaged in the fight, you just pull back your cavalry unit, and if he still has an attack order on your cav, his cav will try and get to your cav and pull through, not because he intended to, but because basically because of your reaction. So it's something that you can use to your advantage. It's very nice, but not difficult to, I mean, not easy to use in the middle of the fight, I guess, to keep in mind. Yeah, at this point I have a huge advantage, and I might as well just zoom in the engagements and show you how they're going. So the Royal Instrucciones here are getting wrecked by the Noble Germanics. Well, I say that, but these Royal Instrucciones are doing a hell of a lot of damage. It's actually gonna disengage one of them, and look at these Royals. They're killing a lot of men, but my Noble Germanics will just hold for long enough, for sure. Still doing massive damage to my Noble Germanics though here. This is exactly what the Royal Instrucciones want. They want to kill... well, actually, do they? They don't have a huge amount of... as you can see, their AP is not high, so they're going to take a long time to kill Noble Germanics, because Noble Germanics are tanky. So that's a good engagement for me, and you can see finally these Royal Instrucciones will rout off the field. At this point, it is a victory for me. My archers, surprisingly, at the end, they did better than his. That's because I targeted his archers, and overall, my horsemen won me the battle. Just look at the kills on mine and his. He has 2 with 8 kills, just 8 kills. 2 Germanic horsemen, so well upgraded, only 8 kills, not really worth it. As you can see, my pikes didn't really do much, but even my general got in there and got 20 kills. But yep, that's the game, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment or subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, share the video, and I shall see you next time!